Hello everybody. Good morning. Welcome to January 30th, 2025. I'm starting here at Family Mart. No one's here sitting with me, or not, Lawson Station, so I can go ahead and start the video here. Today's activities are ambitious. We have a couple of things we need to do. Yumiko and I, now that we own the home, we need to go down to the city office to change her address. Mine is already placed to be that house. We need to set up the utilities, and we need to, there's one other thing. We need to give notice on our apartment. February is our last month. We're gonna make this house, we're gonna move into this new house by the end of February. And in addition, we need we're gonna start our cleaning today. So welcome, join us if you like. I'll begin by, it's about 5:30 in the morning right now, at 5:15, 5:20. I'm gonna complete my morning by walking back home. I'll take some snaps along the way, share with you at the sites, maybe a couple of trains for my friend Journey out there, and we'll start our day. All right, see you in a bit. I'll see you now. There's an interesting sign. No frolicking. All right, we've had a very busy morning already. We went to a reform place in Shimizu that was a cafe that had been reformed from an old a warehouse that prior to that had been a pachinko parlor, probably in the Showa era. Where they had like 6 people living up above. I can't imagine what that must have been like. Anyway, they showcased the reform that they did on it, and we were curious to see what they did, and they had a cafe. But the cafe left us hungry, and the reform by options left us wanting. Wasn't quite the style we liked. And then we went to our current landlord's realty office to give notice on our place. And since we didn't get enough food at the other place, we stopped to get Lawson at the bench, Family Mart, to get Nikuman, not Nikuman, not Nikuman, Gutaman, and some coffee. And now we're gonna go to the government center next.
I don't know. Not enough time. It's already 10:45.
Ooh, we might not have enough time. But we'll eat and think. I have been very busy today. We got up, and after I came back, we went out. It's been a very, very, very busy morning. We've been doing so much. We're at Salzaria for lunch. I haven't been here for a long time. I forgot how affordable this is. This is a hard place to get in because it's so affordable. It's everybody's here. Check out this menu out. Yumiko just ordered. Here's the menu. Let's take a look at this. The current dollar-yen exchange rate is 154 to the dollar. So, like, here's a favorite that we like. Yumiko got this, the spaghetti with spinach and pancetta, 450 yen. That includes salad and soup. So that's like $3.
I'm gonna go get my soup. Thank you.
Okay, she's gonna get us. That's like $3 for her lunch. We got this pizza to go with it as well. It's a margarita pizza for 364 yen, which is like $2.80, something like that. I'm ballparking those guys. I got this right here, the hamburg set with cheese and tomato sauce for $4.55, another $3.50. We each got the soup bar, and we each got the drink bar and those drinks for 200 yen each, which is another like $1.25, something like that. It's gonna be a cheap lunch. Right, but we've been so busy today. We've taken care of, in the morning we went and saw our first reform place to talk about doing new bathroom remodel. Sorry, I'm covering the microphone again. We also went to bathroom remodel. We also went to our current landlord and gave them notice. So we've got basically 4 weeks, 28th, right? 28th of February is our last day. So we got 4 weeks, just a little under 4 weeks to move. Then you took care of Dad's lunch. Both you and Dad to see the doctor. I went to the house. I walked the dogs for afternoon walk, and I went to the house and did all the photos I wanted to take, which are going to be included in this. I'll upload them after this, and maybe at the very end. I'll put it at the very end after all the day stuff, and then comes the house tour videos. It'll end with that. It's long. It's gonna be a lot of stuff, and then and I'll upload that separately too. And now we're here for lunch, and we're gonna go to City Hall to adjust your address, and then that's it. Then we're gonna go home and go to the house. Soon, lunch will be here soon. Don't forget your drink bark.
You too.
Okay. So one more thing done. We just got our addresses officially changed on our my number. Yep. So that's done. One more thing complete. All right. This is a video of the front of the house and the approach, the front porch, and the car area. Note there's a little staircase that leads up to the rice field up there. Let's just go up there real quick and have a look. Kind of steep stairs, a little bit tricky. And cinder blocks, and then up here is the field that is immediately next to our house. Not sure if it's still being used. Oh, hey, somebody's growing vegetables right there. That's nice. Not sure what's happening about any of that though. So here's the front of our house. That's the master bedroom window looking out. And down here is our entry. The roof line looks good. It's nothing fancy, not a fancy old roof or anything like that, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I mean, I have to remember to go slowly. Take your time, Kurt. There's the window for the guest, what we're going to use as the guest room. There is the aircon heater unit for the master bedroom. And here's the unit for the so-called guest bedroom. So I'm doing a bad job. Here's the front door, the mailbox, and the place for the car to park. Let's go back down carefully. A little tricky. Might as well throw in the side of the house here. There's some old, pots, terracotta, etc. Here. There's the gas line right there. This curtain thing up here, I guess, is for privacy and shade. This is the bathroom right there, and then the toilet here and the bathroom on the other side of the kitchen's right over there. Gotta get a line down here. Nice foundation all the way through. Kind of stuff we like to see. Put that right on the one. There we go. So this is the edge of our property is where this kind of zigzaggedy line here where the pavement ends. Kind of there's a little jump out there. And then all of this is ours. The wall right here is owned by the city. They maintain this hill. Everything on this side of the wall is ours, subject to our dominion. The pole here, it belongs, I believe it's to NHK, some utility, and they pay us like 1,500 yen a year to keep it here. And then our property goes all the way up here. We can remove all of this. We can redo these spaces. Of course, we can do whatever we want. It's ours. There's a faucet right here for, water. I believe it works. I tested it before. There it goes. Yep, just hasn't been used in a while. And a few tools right there. The meter is right there. This is a security light that comes on at night when someone gets close to the house. Here's the front porch area. There's a little damage right there. Otherwise, it's in good shape. This is a box that someone had to collect the mail in. Here's the ding dong. And here's our door. It's a very big, heavy door. Very well weighted. It's not in terrible shape. It could use refinish. Not bad though. Looks like it's made of, looks like mahogany maybe from this side. Look at that fine grain. I don't want to oversell it, but that looks like mahogany to me. And it has a little thing up here that will cause the door to stay. There's a screen here that works. It doesn't stick very well, but I think we can fix it. Like so much else in the house, it just needs a little attention. And then there's a night light. This is the information for the past owner. She was a judicial or administrative scrivener. And we're not sure what this button does. It needs a battery. Maybe it does a ding dong. Okay, that's enough for the front. Look, here's looking back. All right, this next video is for the entryway. I'm going to open the screen here. The screen works. It doesn't stick perfectly, but it is fine. The door is solid. Could use a refinish, but it works. Everything's functional. And here in the Genkan, this is the shoe box. See the items up here? It could use a refinishing. The wood, it seems to be structurally sound. It's missing a handle here, so I need a little piece of pliers or something to open that. The tile work down here looks like it's in good shape. Everything needs a deep cleaning, of course. Shoes from the prior owner. This is interesting here. This part isn't quite flush, but I guess that's the best they could do to make it fit. Close the screen here. Like I said, it closes. It just doesn't like stick. There's an umbrella holder, a bicycle pump, and a decorative item here. Big, giant mirror. I think we're going to keep that there. And, you know, the wallpaper, if that's what it is, you know, it really needs to be refreshed. Nice little light fixture above. Looks good. All the electrical things seem to work. Okay. Now the stepping up, the wood seems good. This looks like it's very nice shape. No problems or issues down here. You know, what do they say? Good bones, right? I happen to be wearing my indoor shoes. This is basically cleaning, of course. And there's an additional area here where we can store stuff. This, I think that's about it. We'll stop in just a second. There's a crawl space to somewhere, and I do mean to go up there. And here's our electrical circuit box. A view from this end. All looks good. Enough of that part of the house. Next, let's look at the toilet. Light switches over here. Little window so you can see if the light's on, someone's in there. The door opens just fine. Everything's flush. No pun intended. A little bit of art up there. A fan, window. I mean, it's all definitely, you know, could use, you know, remodel and a good clean. A good clean in some cases and a good remodel in others. Yumiko was so excited to see all that toilet paper yesterday. She's like, oh, we got 4 rolls of toilet paper. Everything seems good there. I wonder if it's got the thing that lifts the toilet lid. I don't see that. It is a bidet style with a washlet. You know, very dirty. I mean, an old person lived here that really wasn't able to care for themselves, so understood. The fan works. All right. Can't hear it, but I can see it moving. I think that's it for the toilet room, which closes just fine. Now let's take a look at the hallway. So a nice wooden hall extends back like that to the kitchen dining area. A nice little light fixture up there. I kind of like that. Needs a good dusting, otherwise it looks like it's intact. There's a room off to the left here. The door there looks good. And then the bathroom is over here. You know, literally the bathroom. And this door closes just fine. You know, translucent glass, nice solid wood. Lights here that control lights on the inside. Coming down to the end of the hall. There's a wire that goes up there that leads maybe for the cable. There's an old telephone, landline. We'll take that away. Light switch for the hall. Everything's good all through here. And there's a door that closes to the kitchen. Like that. And then the doorbell up there. Next, let's take a look at the actual bath and the changing area. So go ahead and open the door. It's a nice door. Slides just fine. We're going to redo all of this. And here's some storage area up there. This is the laundry section. We have a new washer. We're going to have this removed, all of this stuff removed. We're probably going to just demolish all of this, you know, and take all this out and have a whole new unit bath put in find a reform company or a manufacturer. So this is the old Japanese style bath. We're going to have a similar Japanese style bath, but we're going to redo the whole thing. So all of this is going to go in pretty short order. And there's a fan too. Yep. Yeah, full of cleaning supplies. Oh, I wonder if Yumiko knows we've got all these cleaning supplies. That's good to know. We were going to go buy some cleaning supplies. We may have a good head start on it. Okay. Next, let's look at the downstairs room. It has a door here. We're going to use this as our guest room. Ostensibly, it's Emily's room. Whoop, that opens up, slides just fine. It's carpeted. We're going to have the carpet removed. Light switch, or usual Japanese style light switch. It's a pretty big room, 6-mat room, so to speak. Wood here is firm as it is everywhere. There's a sliding door leading out to the back, and there's a rice field right up there. Again, that slope is, not again, but in another video I said that slope is managed by the city. It's nice and safe. They keep us, there's not a risk of landslide according to them. And then here's a closet. I had the door open. The door opens and closes just fine. This is the stairway going up. It's full of clothes already. Over here you can see more storage down there. Very nice. Let's see. Let's do this just right. There we go. There's a cable coming down for the TV. Over here is like a clothes hanger. Some sort of drapes, I think. Another clothes hanger rack. And drawers here, just the drawers full of various and sundries. Like a lot of these are empty. Yeah. And an old vacuum. Hey, that's not a bad vacuum. That's a Dyson. Hey, that's pretty cool. I wonder if Yumiko noticed that. That's good. All right, that's it for that room. Next, let's look at the kitchen. So this is the door that leads into the kitchen, and then by way of extension into the living area. Here's the kitchen itself. There should be doors here, but those doors appear to be missing, not in the house. I think that's okay. And here's the kitchen. This is a system kitchen, I think they're called, or a unit kitchen. You would have bought it, has all the stuff in, part and parcel of it, the drawers, etc. And that's perfectly serviceable. Just needs a good cleaning. There's a nice leaf table, very heavy. The owner's mother was very careful to leave us a message about how to properly assemble it if we wanted to use the extension. She was very proud of that table. Light switch here, electrical socket there. Refrigerator here. Some stuff up there. This refrigerator is going to go. We have a new refrigerator to bring in. All these appliances are going to go, I believe. Well, that's not a bad rice cooker. It's in bad shape. Yeah, that's all going to go. And then over here we have I think it's called an it's something, radiant heater. Anyway, IH, whatever that means. It's just some sort of conducts electricity through to the metal and the cookware, which then heats from the cookware itself. Get it? I don't. And there's the outside to our soon-to-be lovely garden. It's a yuzu tree, which is a type of Japanese citrus. This is the patio area with a balcony up above, and then a storage unit right there. Kind of getting ahead of myself, huh? Okay, and this cabinet here is chock full of, yakimono, bowls and plates, etc. Here's the emergency storage area for emergency supplies. That's pretty much it for the kitchen. The wood looks good on the floor. Nice. Decent. Now let's go over to the living room area. Another 6-mat room, although maybe this is an 8-mat room. It's pretty big. Anyway, has a couple of items on the wall, including some art. Interesting, kind of spooky. Another one over here. They seem to like the empty eyes look. No problems or issues. That little light has a little bit falling off, but I think we glue that back on if we choose to keep it. Some cabinetry here, carpeting. Floors are sound, like I said, throughout the house. low table. Window there looking out over the slope in the rice field, and another one out here over what will soon be our garden. Put an engel, not an engel, we'll put it like a table, footstool thingy down there. Up here, just more storage, various and sundries up there. Yumiko and I will be going through all that soon. Likewise here, more stuff. That's pretty much it for this room. Here are the stairs, just your usual Japanese, very steep stairs. They are very steep. The dogs have already given it a try. They seem to be able to go up and down without a problem. We get to the landing at the top. There's another step up to the master bedroom, and then the hall goes around. A nice banister there, if that's what that's called, and a light fixture. And I think that's a smoke detector, right? Yeah. And looking back down. All right, here's the master bedroom. All together here. Has the bed. I like this recessed light right here. That's very nice. I mean, the recessed window there, what are they called? And then these things crank and open up. I tested them, they work good. This light is very nice. Another window over here that looks out over the rice fields. I hear the owner says it's really nice in the spring and the summer when the rice is growing. And something right there, the wood again on the floor is nice shape, very firm. Drawers over here, cabinets over there, all kinds of storage over there, and a big old bed. I think we'll reuse that bed frame, but we'll get rid of the mattress and use our own, of course. Some various things in here to be seen. For the most part, they paired all the remote controls. Nearly every room has a air conditioning system and heater, but the rest are empty. The drawers are empty. But and for the most part, they've paired them with the remotes, so that's in good shape. I think one of them is missing it. And then some clothes in this bureau, some old kimonos. And then these drawers down here are full of old kimono as well. Marilyn Monroe. And then in here, some shelving. This would be very handy. This is an interesting item. This is an old Fuda, good luck charm, and I think that this is related to when they built the house. This might have been up in the rafter, I'm not sure. And then there's an Omomori, I think. Is that what that is? Maybe up there. I haven't pulled it down to have a look. It looks like a Shinto luck charm. Some clothes, including what looks like to be someone's yochen, kindergarten outfit. It says right there, Megumi, maybe that says yochen. Megumi Yochen, which is one of the local kindergartens here in this area. And I found other kindergarten items. And the house has lots and lots of the family photos, which is not surprising. When I was an antique dealer, I encountered that all the time. Okay. Everything flows nice. There we go. Shelving, some more clothes. Various and sundry items. We'll make good use of all of that. Not the clothes, but we'll make good use of all the space. This is an enormous room. It may not come through in the video, but this is, I think it's, if it was in tatami mats, I believe it would be a 10 mat room. This is going to be so lovely with the rice growing and the sound of frogs. Might be deafening. There we go. That's that room, and it's got a little cranky thing here. Cranky, cranky, cranky. Very quiet up here, not just the sound of the bamboo forest, etc. Okay, so that's that for that room. Okay, going from the master bedroom, we're now going to go into what will be my room. There are two rooms here, two 6-mat rooms, and this is going to be my room. I have a door here that opens, slides nice and easy. Again, everything is in good shape. It seems like it. Carpet, very firm underfoot all throughout the house. This one, I think the people were Catholic. They have Catholic iconography here, including one that's very startling. Look at that. Wow. Look, that's Maria-sama, right? Mother Mary. And some cherubim. That looks like a very classic image. I believe that's Mary as well. They left us really nice surfboard and a snowboard and like a whole like 5 sets of skis down in the storage area. And it's a really nice surfboard and ski boots, etc. Anyway, this room is, you know, you can see it's just as it is. There's a little crack right there. That might be something we have to attend to. We're going to have it inspected. But otherwise, there's the window out of the balcony. I'll show you in just a second. I might keep this dresser because this room doesn't have a closet. And you can see that it opens up and there's the prior owner, some of her clothes in there, stuff in the cabinets down below. These are full of various and sundries. I really, really like this balcony. I'll show you the balcony in just a minute after we look at the other room. All right, let's go look at Yumiko's room next. Okay, before we enter Yumiko's room, I want to note that there's another storage area here. Lots of space in there, lots of stuff in there too. Okay, this is going to be Yumiko's room. She wanted this room because it comes with ample storage. She's really into closets. So my room doesn't have closets, hers does. As a consequence, I get a lovely view out my window of the rice fields and the forest, and she's got a view of the neighbors and the forest over here. But she has dressers over here. Whether or not we'll keep them, we'll see. You know, bookshelves, etc., chock full of stuff, including family photos. And then all over here, there's a table, computer table with all kinds of computer gear. And then these closets are just full of stuff, including an extensive record and CD collection. I'm going to get a Bluetooth record player that I can then use to pump through to my Sonos system. And another reason that I wanted this room over here is that I'm further away. There's no neighbors on that side. I can listen to my Sonos a little louder and not be disturbing my neighbors. Even though, when I say loud, I'm not into loud at all. The carpet is going to go, but again, everything's firm underfoot. That's it for that. Let me close this. The neighbors aren't looking in. Let's go to the door from my room. We can access the balcony here. There's a screen. The screen is open right now. Here's the balcony. And the hardware all the way across. It extends. It's a his and her balcony. Yumiko has an entrance as well. Yumiko's room also has a nice air conditioner, which works. Mine does not, but we have another spare air conditioner that we bought that I'll probably hook up. The hardware's all in good shape. Again, firm footing underneath. You know, of course, the neighbor's right next door, but that's very common in Japan. But that's just on the outside. Otherwise, expansive. We have it all to ourselves. That's our nearest neighbors over there, across this empty field. There's our balcony, and we've got a nice roof. This netting is to provide shade. We would roll these poles right here, the laundry poles, through these hooks to hang the laundry. And I'm going to set this all up with a really nice seating area over here. This is going to be my hangout spot with the rice field over here, and then the forest and garden. We are going to buy this land or somehow acquire this land over here, and I'm going to turn this into an amazing garden. Our property extends right where my fingers are showing to the edge there, and then all the way over there, and then comes around here. We have all of this down here as well. We have a pretty good sized lot ourselves by Japanese standards. Not enormous, but not small either. And then we have, of course, our yuzu tree right there, and there's similar space down below. I really like this. Between this room and Mary and this space right here, this is going to be terrific. My new spot in life. Let's go downstairs and see the backyard. Okay, let's go take a look at the side of the property. Now there's this narrow little passage right there to get through. And here is the outside of Emily's room, which would be the guest room. And you can see that there's, you know, some stuff here, blocks and old broom stuff. And there's a storage room right here. If you open that up, I guess the people were skiers. There's lots of snow skis and, you know, lots and lots of snow boots. Now, we're not into skiing, so we'll be looking to get rid of all of this, of course. Finding another good news for it. Door opens and closes just fine. This wall right here is maintained by the city, as is this slope. And so they come through sometimes and do safety checks. This is all our land through here, all the way. I'll show you the property line over there. There's the, that's our living room area window. These shutters with the slide closed, and preserve it or protect it in the case of a typhoon. Likewise, that's my room up there. Same thing. The drain pipe, good and intact. Nothing fancy, but looks solid. The roof line looks good all around. Nothing is wet, nothing wet on the ground. I'm gonna have to clear all this up, but even in spite of the fact that this gutter here is clogged, there's no moisture or anything like that. It's in good shape. Some sort of a ring here, maybe a ring garden from before. Another kind of raised garden here. Here's another air conditioner unit that works fine. Or at least when I tested it, it worked. Got another hose back here, really handy. I'm really glad we have a nice garden hose in the back and the front. And here we have this giant shed, which I think this is gonna go. We're gonna get rid of this. We don't need that. We can use that other room I showed you for storage. We open it up, there's all kinds of, garden tools and accessories and various and sundries. It's gonna take us a while to get rid of all of this stuff. Go through it. Look at that, all kinds of, souvenirs, I think, in there. And then if you come around here, this is the edge of our property right here. Right about here. So it extends all the way back over there, and then along this line here to there, and then you see how there's a wall that goes there? That's the line of our property. This property over here, there's then two other properties. There's a house over there. You can see that kind of wall of green back there. That's their land, and nobody lives there. And then all of this over here belongs to, the prefecture. So we're gonna try to buy it or lease it from the prefecture. Our realtor is working on that right now for us. If that's the case, if we can get secured, then we're going to make good use of it. I'll show you that in just a second. That'll be the last thing I show you. Over here, here's more of our backyard. You can get an idea of the size of the backyard. This is, of course, the living room here, and then the kitchen over there. It's cluttered with lots of stuff, but the important thing is everything looks intact. The foundation looks good. All of the lines on the house look good. Everything's dry, no sign of termite damage. Everything's solid and intact. Here's the land over here. Here's something interesting. Look at this. The old pick head practically buried in the ground here. There's more farm tools around here as well. Here's the edge of our property here, like I said. This is, I don't know, this is like a no man's land here. And then this property over here, this Akiya, is bounded by this wall of green. So I think that's kind of the perimeter. I'm gonna trim all this back. And then right down here, I'm gonna clear, if we can get this land, I'm gonna clear all that out, and it's gonna be a garden all the way to the river. And this is an enormous piece of land. In fact, it just goes on and on. This is a yuzu tree, which is a type of a citrus that's very popular here for various uses. We'll have to, give it some good, tender, loving care to bring the citrus back nice and strong. There were a couple of fruit in there hanging on the tree somewhere. I saw one or two. Oh, there's one. There's a couple right up there. You see them? There's a couple right there. Yeah, yuzu. Yuzu? Yuzu. And there's the property line there. So our land comes to here. This fence belongs to our next door neighbors who we have yet to meet. Again, this all looks clean and dry. It just needs some tidying up. There's Yumiko's room up there. This is another storage shed. We may keep this one. Seems good, everything's dry. Looking down below, everything's good up here. Feels good when you're walking upstairs. We're gonna clean all this out. This is the kitchen. Clean all these windows, give them a nice clean, and we're gonna build a nice little seating area right there to sit there and look out over the river. Speaking of which, now let's go take a look at that river. So, this land, I think that this trail that has been cleared and is delineated by these blue tape lines was done by the city so that they can keep an open area when they come through to check the safety of the slope. Remember, they own all this slope and this wall. So I believe, this is just me speculating, that they come through once in a while and that they're the ones that have cut this path clear. But if we can get the land, then all of this is gonna go, all this bamboo, and that they can easily, the city can still come through. There's the wall right there. And past these two palms, coming over here, it opens into the land. Let me expand the view, get a better view of it. And then there's like a drainage thing that goes here, and there's a little bridge that's all covered up. But this is gonna be a lot of work to get rid of that. I know you guys are saying bamboo is impossible to get rid of. I've dealt with it in the past. I know it is, but I got nothing but time. I'm retired now, and I can spend my all days as long or as little as I want now. But this is the thing. Even if I kept that bamboo forest there as a privacy hedge and just thin it, I think that's a nice idea. I'm getting that idea right now. Look at all of this. This won't take so much work to clean out. This is a big piece of land. That's the next house over there. That house is up on a wall. Clear all of this land. And that's, the sun's right up there. It's arcing. It's winter time, so that's about as low as it's gonna get. Maybe a little lower, but it will never be in full shade. In the summertime, spring and summer, the sun will be arcing across up here. We'll get nice, that's direction there is south. So we get nice southwest facing garden. And this land has not been used, brace yourself, since the 50s. Someone's been coming through and periodically clearing it, but no one's tilled it or gardened it. The last time it was registered was in like not even the 50s. Yeah, 52 or something like that. The person whose name it, or who it's in, is probably no longer with us. The owner tried in vain to discover who owned this land, and they were unable to do so. Nobody's ever come and done anything except somebody has clearly, otherwise it would be all overgrown, right? Somebody's done something with it, but I don't know. But there you go. So look at this. It's got a little more to it. Oh, wait, that's a chestnut tree right there. Chestnut tree. That's another chestnut tree. There are citrus trees right there. The first time I've actually kind of poked around on this side. Over here. Not so hard to get through. The owner did tell me that there are snakes back here, which that's fine. I'm not adverse to snakes. There's a big tree right there. I wonder what that is. Oh, there's some stones. The ground is kind of squishy here. Maybe a little bit moist, I don't know. And there's the end of the slope. And you see there's a big wall here. So I'm thinking, if we can get access to this, I'm gonna clear this whole thing out, and we're gonna have this as our garden. And it'll be connected through the bamboo forest. I might just keep that bamboo forest and thin it so that the wind rustles through the bamboo. Right? Wouldn't that be nice? And then here's that little channel. I see it drains right there. That goes down. Oh, this is totally beautiful. And let me show you where the river is. Come right on down here. And then the Yoshida River is right here. And if I want to access the river, for whatever reason, to get water or whatnot, there's a ladder down to the river right there. I'll build a landing down there so I can go down there in the summer, put my lawn chair in the water and sit there in the summer with the reading a book in the water. And there's a bamboo forest over there and that's an abandoned farm over there, abandoned garden. And that's it. Oh, and this just goes up here. Well, let me show you what's up here. Nobody's going to be walking on this. This only goes around the corner. Let me show you. So there's that abandoned bamboo forest. Abandoned. Yeah, that, back in the day when they lived here before, that was all a going affair. That was all nice, beautiful garden. It's all gone to nature. This only goes. Look at that bamboo forest. This only goes to here. This is the end of the line. So there's not going to be anybody walking around because you can't get very far. Look at that bamboo forest. And you want to know, I'll finish with a fun little anecdote. If you've watched enough of my videos, you may know that we tried to rent a house that, if we had succeeded, I'm confident we wouldn't have gone to America. We would have stayed in Japan, and our whole life trajectory and course would have been different. We didn't get the house, and we were brokenhearted at the time, at least I was. And because it fronted on the Yoshida River right here. That's it, right up there. You can't see it, but this house right above there, you can see a little motorcycle peeking out there. That's the house that we tried to rent, and they gave it to somebody else, and we went to America. So that house, that our life could have stayed in Japan, and then we wind up coming back to Japan and buying a house just, what is it, like 10 steps? No, like 50 steps away along the river. It's kind of an interesting it's an interesting coincidence, right? And there's the land and there's our house. And I'll stop there. That's the end of our tour. Thank you for joining us. Look, I hope you'll stick around and see the videos to come as Yumiko and I begin in earnest to clean and prepare to move in. We're going to be moving in less than a month. Here we go. Okay, we're at the house now, starting to make some progress. Look at you. You're 1, 2, 3, 3.5 bags in. I'm 1 bag in. I keep going through it. I'm going through drawers full of people's memories. And it's hard not to get all emotional.
It's forever to clean up anything.
Oh my gosh.
You have to be without Ruth.
Without Ruth. AKA ruthless. You already got started on this, huh? Did you do the shoes and stuff?
Yeah.
Wow, you're
It's all empty.
Oh my gosh, wow, look at that.
But I couldn't take that out.
Oh, okay, we'll have to get the tools. Whew, you're doing great. Whoa, look at all this stuff.
One bag and you're going, who?
So, what is this all? Is this stuff for keeping?
No.
Oh, okay. What's all this stuff is going?
Going to the,
Junk.
trash center.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Great, I've got my almost filled 1 bag.
Woohoo!
All right, we're making some progress, slowly. I don't think you can hear it. It's just the 5 o'clock chime right now. I'm having a slightly difficult time getting through the cleanup of the stuff in my room, which it turns out is the room of the woman who sold us the place. She's now in her mid-40s, but when she grew up in this home, this was her room. It's clear by the fact that so much of her stuff is here. The drawers full of her stuff, including through her teenage years and young womanhood, tells so much of the story of her life. I won't go into the details, but there's so much is evident in what remains. It's astonishing that she would leave these things behind, but I understand that people do that. It's easier to walk away sometimes than to deal with the past. As an antique dealer, I would encounter this week after week, month after month. And when I would help to dismantle people's homes and realize that people just left everything behind, photographs and memories and everything. I guess it's one of the reasons that I'm so indifferent to such things now. Seeing this now, I almost don't want to take my room apart. And these things are poignant reminders of how shallow some of our memories are, especially if they're painful memories. I think a lot of what I see in here is stuff that didn't work out, and it's easier just to probably look through the drawers, just turn them aside, turn herself aside, sell the house and move on, and never mind that some stranger would rummage through it one day, as I've rummaged through so many other people's stuff. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so reluctant to collect stuff. Back to it. I sure do love my balcony. I am absolutely exhausted. What a day it has been. And Yumiko worked really hard.
How many bags did you fill?
1.5, maybe almost 2. It's sentimental. There's all kinds of personal stuff you gotta look at and stuff and think about. All the meaning of life and stuff. You did a good job. You got a lot of stuff done. And you came home and you cooked. And Yumiko cooked a great nabe dinner. This is gonna fuel us up. But then we still have a dog walk to do, this, that, and the other thing. And we have 29 days to finish the move. I can't figure that all out myself because there's 28 days in February and 1 more day in January. So we'll eat, and we'll walk, sleep, and get busy tomorrow, ne? Thank you. せーの、いただきます。